There we go.
What are we talking about today, Nick? What
All
are we
right.
going to read about today?
Well, morning, Dominic. So today, we're finishing it. We're rounding the corner here. We are close.
We're
So
just about at the end of this book. So
this last section here is all about focus and accountability. So today we were talking about, it's an interesting analogy. Talks about the $64,000 question. Just talks about this gal who wanted to be at a game show years ago, and then this game show only selected people that were very interesting, and she was a psychologist and a stay-at-home mom. So she's like, okay, and she was just focused on being on this show.
So she applied for it and didn't get it because they didn't think she was
interesting enough.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So then she goes on to become a boxing expert, and she says, hey, what would make me interesting? So she goes on to be a boxing expert. So she focused all of her attention and energy.
Like a year doing this.
She spent a year doing this, becoming a boxing expert, to reapply and then get selected the next year to be on this game show. She ended up winning the game show, winning 64 grand, used that to finish her doctorate in psychology, and then she became a really famous doctor. Kind of cool.
That's pretty cool. And it talks about, and they give examples at the beginning of this conclusion chapter about how focusing your energy, and they give ideas about like dams and stuff. Like there's all this water, all this power, but it has to be focused into like a tunnel essentially, or into a generator. It has to be really highly focused.
So they took that story of saying, hey, this gal wanted to be on this game show, got super hyper focused on it, became a boxing expert. It doesn't talk about why. However, then it talks about, okay, after that's a great analogy about getting focused, gives us 5 reasons or 5 ways or tools to get focused. And we covered 3 of them today. So the first one, creating a plan around focus.
Yeah.
Right?
You have to have a big goal, and you have to have a big plan.
And big models, which we've kind of gone over in this book. And then time block. That's something we've also gone over in this book.
Right, making sure that it is on your calendar, because if it isn't, there's a lot less likely chance you'll actually get it done.
Now let's get specific. It's time blocking on the 20%. The 20% that creates 80% of your results. So in real estate, it's leads, listings, and leverage. So making sure you have that on your calendar, and whatever your big goals are with your big models, then we focus the time that we're spending on that top 20%. Get it on your calendar.
Exactly.
And then accountable.
Right, so having your big goals, which again, they do need to be big, and they emphasize that, the purpose of having something larger than what is easily attainable. Time blocking it, putting on your calendar, knowing when you need to be getting it done. And the biggest part of that is because time blocking and getting things done can be pretty easy for a short period of time, but staying maintained and focused on that over a long period of time, that's where accountability comes in.
Having the long-term focus on those big goals is a struggle for everybody, not just the super successful, but it's a struggle for everybody. So it talks about having that accountability. So whether it's a coaching relationship, whether it's somebody in your office that you are having a open and transparent conversation with ongoing about what your goals are. Exhibit A.2.
Yeah, no, it's the idea of having somebody hold you accountable, and you should always be focusing on monthly goals, whether that's monthly or weekly or whatever it is. But your personal growth needs to be happening too, and a lot of that is coaching or consulting or a peer-to-peer kind of accountability partner needs to take place. So those are the first 3, right? And the next 2 we'll cover next little video, right?
Next little video.
Anything you want to wrap up with this?
This is awesome. We're gonna get it done.
All right, see you guys.
See you guys.